Hello gang, welcome to the channel, and today we're here to talk about M.O.D.O.K. And yes, he feels huge, he feels like an angry potato, and yeah, we wanna find out what's your reason to build this dude. I mean, there are multiple characters in the game right now where when you're getting an update and you're getting some characters, you know, a reworks, you're saying, you know what? I wanna build this dude, he feels cool, but for what reason? And this boy here had a lot of potentials, and when I saw him coming, I was like, yeah, you know what? There are potentials there, because, you know, he got really nice tags, he got pure evil ability, which is really rare, and I'm gonna let you know right after this to see how rare is this ability. And in the same time, he is a super villain, he is a blast type, so you know, in the super villain blast type category right now there are only expensive characters that they can perform really nice in ABX. So the main reasons in my mind for this dude was ABX Blast Villain Day and pure evil tag. Pure evil tag is a tag that you need to have for Ultron stage 55. I know a lot of you are not clearing that high of a stage, and believe me, this dude is performing nice against World Boss Legend, and you can go check my last live stream to see how I was doing with the proccing obelisk and you know, his performance there. But the main reason, in my opinion, you know, people these days are literally waiting to get the maximum value out of their characters they're going to build. So it's not like you're missing a 5 clear on World Boss Legend, most of you know, you don't want to get a character just for that. And let me show you what the characters has the pure evil ability. It's only these characters. It's a small list, and you can see there, you're from the start you can say, you know what, no one is good for PvE, especially for stage 55. Stage 55 of Ultron, it's a stage I'm managing to clear with this bad boy here, tier 4 Carnage. And let me show you my progress there to let you, you know, understand what you are going to see. I am clearing this stage 55, you know, I'm doing 59 basically. I've cleared multiple times with my boy Carnage, and I want, you know what, perhaps MODOK, it's a cheap alternative because he's a level 70, he's tier 3, you don't need to invest for level 80 or tier 4. And MODOK, it's the last character we took with pure availability. Mephisto, it's outdated on this game mode, and only Carnage was pulling out the damage you need. Morgan Le Fay was other level 70 we took with that, but lately, but she is not that good also. And in the same time, for the tag of Blast Villain characters, again, there are not a lot of dudes out there to go and look for. As you can see, characters like Magneto is the meta right now. I can cap with Magneto, believe me. You can see the video I did on the review of him, and also Mephisto and Iron Man. Iron Man needs his old uniform, most of the people are buying his last uniform, so you don't have him as a villain, but you should invest on him if you have him tier 4. So I'm gonna compare M.O.D.O.K here with Iron Man tier 4 in ABX Blast Villain Day, and also you know, as a second place, as a second character, if you don't have Magneto, if you lose his uniform, is M.O.D.O.K going to outperform your Iron Man or Mephisto, so you can get a bit of increase in your damage? This is what we're gonna see, and also if he's able to clear pure evil. So let's start from the start basically. Let's see his rotation and how you should utilize him. But before we go through that, guys, I want you to make sure that you have smashed the like button, you are already subscribed, hit the notification bell, and let me know down below in the comments what's your opinion about this angry potato. What are you going to do with this M.O.D.O.K? I mean, in the cartoon of Hulu, his voice was out of your mind good. He was like all the time, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you all, I am the worst, I am the super villain," and he was all the time like that. He is super funny, and in the movie I really enjoy him. In the start I was so disturbing of his appearance, but in the end up love the character. And yeah, I don't want to spoil you the movie, but yeah, let's go through his skill kit. He feels weird, to be honest, but yes, it is MODOK. He should be look weird, you know. His movement, it's kind of annoying. It's like you're pushing him to do stuff, you know. He's not enjoying moving. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go there, okay, I'm gonna go there, okay, and that's really weird. But his rotation pretty much with proccing obelisk, it's 3, cancel 4, cancel 5. Let the proc on the 5th skill and fill up your rotation with 2nd skill until your proc is again ready to do again the same thing, but in the end proc on your 6th skill. You can see his 6th skill got a big animation, and you want him to land in the ground if you want to get the proc of your obelisk. So he feels like he is proc friendly, and in my opinion you should use him with a proc. But in the same time there are some hits on his 4th skill. As you can see, he's jumping again and again, so you can take advantage of that with the CTP of Judgment and get more hit out of it. Of course, the CTP of Rage or CTP of Judgment, I'm talking about a CTP that provides you more than a hit on the proc. So yes, that's pretty much the rotation, and let's go into the gameplay, you know. I'm gonna show you what I was able to pull out. I'm gonna show you the build basically I have right now. Okay, don't count. Okay, let's swap basically the team up here. I have him on a team up that he is, yeah, that's better. Okay, 52,000 energy attack, and he is capped on everything that matters. A bit of skill cooldown, but doesn't really matter. I don't have anything special on his Urus. I have his skills, stuff like that. He got Power of Hunger Cult Stage 7, so I'm getting full of the buffs, but not the all attack. No artifact, and I end up giving him a CTP of Judgment. But the first 2 videos we're gonna see in the gameplay, I'm gonna show you in the end. I did have a double mind damage obelisk with a proc, so I was trying to make him look good with an obelisk, and after I said, you know what, perhaps he needs a Judgment, perhaps I need to let his skills play until the end. So I test him in ABX with an obelisk, I test him in ABX with a Judgment, and in the same time I did the same at stage 55 of Ultron. So you can see if there is any value on this character to progress through these game modes. So let's start from somewhere, and the first thing we're gonna see, it's me against Beast doing his rotation as a proc with double mind damage obelisk 140 proc. And yes, when you're doing his rotation, the point is that there are huge gaps between the rotations, because you don't want to proc, you know. You want to run around, wait him to charge his 5th skill and do again the 5th skill. Of course you can fill up with your 2nd skill or your 1st skill, but I find myself proccing by mistake sometimes, so I was waiting for the perfect moment every single time. As you can see here, I'm trying to land the proc as better as I could, and as you can see, he is doing not that well with an obelisk. I mean, yeah, it's 2 million and I'm almost into the first phase here, but yeah, let's not spoil it to you. I know the timers, so it's real annoying. As you can see, I'm using the team up you could use for him for Blast Villain Day. You know, only Cyclops provides you solid support and leadership, and also Emma Frost got a team up with Cyclops. You shouldn't use this uniform of Emma Frost, you should use the other, the one that makes her a villain, but here doesn't really matter. You're getting 5% from the bonus of the team up with Cyclops, whatever uniform you're gonna wear. So yeah, this is the team up for Blast Villain Day. If you don't have anyone else, you know, you should go and slap MODOK, but that's the results with an obelisk. I'm gonna show you in the end of this try here. Here I lost a bit of the proc. A good skill to cancel, it's your second skill, cancelling right after you press it, so it's really helpful. Let's see here, 4.9 with 1 minute left. I can't stop seeing the timer all the time, you know. But yeah, my boy, my angry potato, doesn't feel like he's meta on anywhere. So yeah, let's give him the spotlight here. Let's let him end up the ABX. Cheers, I'm having my coffee. Good morning also. 6.3. Yeah. Okay, the procs, sometimes I miss some proc here. The proc was early, I think. I lost a bit of the tier 3. But, you know, some characters is performing even if you don't play the rotation proper. Some others need perfect rotations, and some other, whatever you're gonna do, you're gonna have pretty much the same results. So here, as you can see, I end up doing 7.59, 7.6 let's say. And the build here, let me show you. In the gameplay I saved the build also. I went through my MODOK to show you what I was wearing when I was doing that. And the obelisk, yeah, I was using a double mind obelisk with 140 proc. Of course, if you had a 200 proc, you should do more damage and stuff like that, but yeah, that's his output with an obelisk. Is it really good? At least you're completing the ABX, you know, ladder, and you're getting the 7 million reward. Of course, you can count that. But let's see something else. I'm gonna throw exactly the same thing I did right now, but with a easier, you know, a more freestyle rotation, the rotation of CTB of Judgment. I'm gonna compare you right now. What's the, you know, what's his rotation, how good he could be, even with a judgment. Judgment for characters with mind damage, you know, his kit is full of mind damage, so that's why you should use a CTB of Judgment on him. Also, you know, raids most of the times is the best, but if there are characters that you can utilize on ABX with a CTB of Judgment, you should pick them up and try them, because most of the characters needs raids, and the raids are not unlimited, so you need to pick what character you're gonna drop the raids. So a judgment here feels to be the right solution, because you're spending you know, a judgment and you have a clear on ABX, a really good damage dealer there. And also judgment is better for Ultron, that I want to showcase there. For Ultron, I did test him with double mind damage, obelisk, and my CTB of Judgment also. And I'm not gonna compare him with anywhere. I'm not gonna test my carnage. You already saw that I can clear stage 59 from the challenges, so it doesn't really matter if you do it with 1 minute left, or the point is to do it if you can't do it. You know, for ABX, I'm gonna test him against Ironman Tier 4 with the super villain uniform. After I end up here with the judgment, as you can see with the judgment, you can let your second skill, you can let your fourth skill drops. I'm letting the second skill to drop down, I'm letting the fourth skill to drop down, and after I'm cancelling them into the fifth skill and into my tier 3. You should wait here, because my proc was going down. I was waiting him to go into the very next proc of the CTB of Judgment, and after I use my tier 3, so I'm not gonna lose any damage there. But as you can see, the damage is not popping out. I mean, 6.7, yeah. And I have Magneto, okay, I know, but I know that there are people out there looking for this review, looking for Blast Villain Day. Already in my comments asked me, you know, is he any good with Blast Villain Day? Could I go for him, or is he good for Pure Evil Ultron 55? That's why I'm doing this video, you know. I don't feel like there is any value on the new characters we're getting, you know, showing you the same Mephisto, Null, World Boss Legend. Yeah, most of the characters are clearing this content, even with an obelisk. But the point is, what's their use in the end? What you should go and do with them? And here is his score, it's 8.1. So the previous score was how much? Okay, 7.6. 7.6 instead of 8.1 with an obelisk, compared with Judgment. It's up to you guys, it's up to you. If you want something like that, M.O.D.O.K can provide you. But in the same time, I use my Ironman here. I'm gonna run through this. Of course, my Ironman got out of your mind, good build, but this is an old uniform, and of course he's tier 4. As you can see here, in the first minute I pull out 4.5, and before the last roar of the beast, I have already out DPS M.O.D.O.K. So yeah. And for your own perspective, I was doing, when I had my Mephisto built it for ABX, I was doing the same, pretty much the same damage Mephisto with Ironman. I was doing a bit more with my Ironman, but Mephisto sometimes, basically no, my Mephisto was doing a bit more sometimes, my Ironman a bit more some other time. They were pretty equal. So even if you have Mephisto or Ironman super villain, you don't need M.O.D.O.K for ABX, guys. You don't need. If you have nothing on this day, okay, M.O.D.O.K is an option. M.O.D.O.K is an option that he can perform with a proccing obelisk or a CTB of Judgment or a CTB of Raids, and having results like 8.5, I guess, 9 million if you play perfectly, if you slap him, Odin's Blessing and stuff. Yeah, you can do that. But is this what we need? I'm not sure. At least for the guys chasing the meta, right? I am the guy who chased the meta, and I'm speaking for these dudes, you know. If you wanna just enjoy the game, of course you can find your own way to play the game and buy characters. But let's see what he was doing here with an obelisk. This is the mighty obelisk against stage 55 of Ultron. And I was like, if he gonna manage to do, you know, really nice, I could build him even more and test him for the 100 challenge, 100 second challenge at stage 59. But when you're seeing that your character with one rotation is not pulling out even a bar, you're like, you know what? Why? Why they add this dude here? I mean, there's no way M.O.D.O.K guys can outperform Carnage 100%, but in the same time Carnage is a tier 4, you know. But when you're seeing that, you know, 3 cancel, 4 cancel 5, and having a proc land and getting only this small piece of bar, and here with his tier 3 he did like not that, that, yeah, 1 bar with 2 rotations. Yeah, that means he can do it. He can't do it. At least let's fast forward this video. Yeah, I didn't had any great results there. Okay, this is with an obelisk. I didn't save the gear in the end, the obelisks, but this is with an obelisk. Pretty disgusting, to be honest. So let's check him with a Judgment. And I was like, you know what, with a Judgment, perhaps he gonna do it. Perhaps that's his problem. He needs a Judgment. But with a Judgment, the damage was kind of even worse. I mean, look at this. This is the second rotation, and we did like this better, like previously, with an obelisk. I did this more. Also, he is pretty fragile. You can't really get hit. Of course, there I stand inside the purple attack, which one-shots a lot of people, but the point is to see the damage, guys. Look at this. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say, but they just drop another Barbie collection character. I mean, he looks nice, you know, don't get me wrong. Look at this angry potato screaming. He's screaming all the time. He's like a big baby whining. Okay, he's fun. He's fun. His model, it's gold, you know? It's a gold Barbie. You should go and pick him up for being a gold Barbie, okay. But other than that, this dude can't really provide any meta aspect in this game. He can't cover you for, you know, stage 55 of Ultron 100%. If you just need the World Boss Legend clear, okay, he can do that even with an obelisk. But for ABX, you see there, Iron Man, Mephisto and Magneto gonna be better than him. So yeah, I'm not sure why you should buy him, but you know, I know others finds reasons in the game, but I want to cover the two main reasons I feel like this character could be meta or could be usable, and I could suggest you to go buy him, because a lot of people ask me in the comments, you know, go for MODOK or not. If you don't want to have just another character in your collection, skip him, guys. He is completely second tier, let's say. He's not in the top tier, 100%. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you into the next. And MODOK is the best. It's the worst. It's the super villain of our heart, for sure. So yes, that was it. See you into the next. Bye bye to everyone. Kisses in your faces.